Chat is open. Like and subscribe.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look at Reliance Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. On the Bills sideline is their head coach. His team fired up and ready for this one. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, it's D'Amico Ryans. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you in Houston. A couple of playoff teams looking to get all the way to the Super Bowl. Bills and Texans begin the 2026 season. And he will be stopped at the 25-yard line, so that's where this opening drive of the game will begin. First carry for David Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Give him a dozen on the season's first play and a quick first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 38.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Play fake to Montgomery. And Stroud. That one is caught by Collins.
A 2-yard
This is third and 6.
Up third and 6.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Dorian Williams. He's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. Wishnowski in there to punt. Kick is away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bills take the field, and Josh Allen again leads them. Now 30. This is already season number 9. And the question with this great quarterback, the stadium in Buffalo, maybe the house that Josh built when they get there. Question is this his and their year?
Like, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
He's looking deep for Shakir. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Big-time play there for Buffalo. 36 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll manage to to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of
Ball
5.
on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Allen. That's caught downfield by Diggs. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Here's Cook. And he'll take this down to about the 7.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he is in. Josh Allen, the man who set the record for the most quarterback runs for touchdown, has another one. Buffalo touchdown.
You know, Mike, I think we're just seeing what makes Josh Allen the best player in football. And so often you want to get the quarterback out of the pocket and get your shots on him in the open field. But I'm not sure how much defenders want to take this guy on, especially down near the goal line. He's willing to play through contact. He can get those tough yards, and it's just so hard to keep him out of the end zone.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out come the Texans. You get a look at Nick Calley, their offensive coordinator. Nick, season 2 as an OC, coaching stints in New England, then LA with the Rams under Sean McVay there. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. One more time for Montgomery. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 3rd and 6.
A loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 6.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dell, the motion man. Now to tap this one forward, the receiver heading left. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Stroud. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. First down for Houston. On play action, Stroud. He'll get this one out to his fullback. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 2 straight hookups. This one good for 10 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. He'll step up and run. Showing off the footwork. Sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage.
And he'll take it on in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds.
And trouble on this extra point. It is blocked. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Not what you want to see. Quarter one of week one. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Once again, it's Cook. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 20-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard rusher a year ago and looking good to start this season as well. First and 10. On play action, Allen. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
On second down, here's Allen. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. Not what you want to see. Quarter one of week one. A run on first and goal. A dive, and he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So, Mike, when I played, we would sit in our goal line install meeting, and, you know, teams would try to come up with really creative ways to punch the ball across, but the simplest way I ever heard, I had a coach tell me that if every guy just tries to score with their man, we're going to end up with 6, and that's exactly the approach they took here.
Pass now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Bills will take a 14-6 lead.
14, Texans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Higgins sent in motion. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss. Throwing on second down. Stroud. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up third down. Stroud. He'll try to run for it. Stroud avoids the contact and slides to a stop after picking up the first down.
19 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Oliver made the tackle.
See what they have for second
No gain
and 10.
on the play. Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Intended for Dalton
He was
Schultz.
trying to connect with his tight end,
Incomplete.
Dalton Schultz.
Cole Bishop on
And
the
it's going to bring up a
coverage.
third down. Stroud going to set up to throw. This one complete to Higgins. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10.
The Bills take over.
So now here
first
comes
and
the
10.
Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
Marte Mapu on the stop. A gain of 2.
Second down
Brings up
and 8.
second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And third down coming up.
Kalen Bullock.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That's caught. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Texans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. From the 35, here's second and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 3 yards to go.
In motion now, it's Collins. From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Big Ed Oliver. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. Here's the punter now as he's on to punt for Houston. Davis to return it. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. The first quarter has come to an end. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bills with the early advantage. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It was the rookie from Clemson in on the tackle.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here is Allen. That is over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
At the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
In motion now, it's Collins. Here's a handoff to Marks. And a strong 1st down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Landon Jackson working his way in to register his 1st sack of the new season. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A loss of 9.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
The Bills take
And
over.
this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. As the Bills head back out on offense, you get a look there at Matt Bart. He's the defensive coordinator for Houston. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards. Matt joined the Texans along with DeMeco Ryans in 2023. Now his 4th year as the coordinator of this Houston defense. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He's fighting, and he'll have the 1st down. Up around the 22.
And a lot of what makes James Cook so good down near the goal line is what makes him good in situations just like this. It's 3rd and short. He's got one thing on his mind. Get the 1st down first, then look big play. And this time he gets enough of a crease to simply move the sticks.
A 3-yard pickup.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. Doman now on to punt as he sends it away. The Texans offense ready to get back to work. Great first weekend of football underway around the NFL. This day so many of us look forward to. More good stuff ahead later tonight. Cowboys and the Giants. We've seen that often on week one. It always delivers that divisional rivalry. John Harbaugh's Giants debut. 8:20 Eastern for that. And then another division game tomorrow night. Denver at KC. Remember, the Broncos snapped the Chiefs' 9-straight-year run of winning the AFC West title. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Greg Russo in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Here we go.
Dell, the motion man. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Here's their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
A gain of 4. It's now
from the 46. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. They convert downfield, but it is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Bills first down.
I think this is just simply the case, Mike, of a great throw and an even better catch. And there's just not a whole lot else for the defender to do. I mean, he is sticking with him stride for stride. Perfect throw, perfect catch, and really nothing else you can do.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Big-time play there for Buffalo. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a run. A second effort, and he is in. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. What a start to the year. His 2nd touchdown in this opening half. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this one. 1st down now. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This one tacked forward on the pop pass.
Tank Dell, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
3rd down
It's a gain
and
of
9.
4. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. On comes the punter now, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Returnable from the 17. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Allen going to give it to Cook. He had the touchdown once on the last drive. This time, nice pickup of 7 to start the drive.
It's a gain of 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Daniil Hunter with the stop. Now a 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 5.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They'll come up now again. Good news, it's 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Trying to get that to Moore and couldn't connect. It'll be 2nd down. To the air once more, it's Allen. He's going to try it here again. And this will be incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
15 yards through the air. 1st down, Buffalo.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at...
And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Bills.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Bills 35, Texans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. That one incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the man he was looking for. He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Dell, the motion man. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And he maneuvers his way forward. A gain of 6. Here comes second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. A second down throw for Stroud. And he's not gonna be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. What can they do here on third down and 7? That's taken in by Marks. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Our look around the NFL starts now. In the Pacific Northwest, the Seahawks at home to take on the AFC champs, the New England Patriots. And it's Cooper Kupp. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Seahawks raise their Super Bowl banner and begin the new season the same way they ended last season, with a win over the Patriots. Next up, let's look in on the Bucs and Bengals from Cincinnati. And it's Kenneth Gainwell. He's going to hustle his way to the end zone, 10 yards on the touchdown. The Bucs, trying to get the job done on the road, they lead the season opener at halftime. Lastly, let's check out the impact player from this opening slate of games of 2026, and it's this man. And here is Davante Adams. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Rams do, however, wind up falling in this one. And as night falls on a fantastic first Sunday of football, a look here at the rest of the action on a hectic first day of the NFL's regular season. In the game you're watching, experience pays off. What a solid first half from the veteran running back. His guys looking to start the new season off with a victory. Can they make this halftime lead hold up? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin commentators Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. To return, here's Ray Davis. Whoa. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. On the handoff, this is Cook. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 2. Here's Cook. He'll push forward for about a yard. The rookie linebacker in on the
He was
tackle.
taken down by Wade
And after that
Woodhouse.
short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Whoa! A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
36-yard line.
You know, and those are the types of runs, Mike, that when you look back on last year is a big reason that James Cook led the league in rushing. Has great patience, lets his blocks develop, and then it's really the burst through the initial hole, and when he gets out in space, he's gone.
Space to run inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bills stretch things out even further.
Bills 42, Texans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Texans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Taken down back at
I can
the
promise you
20-yard
that is
line.
not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson
Couple
on
of
the tackle.
runs stopped behind the line.
Tackle made back at
And
the
now it's
17-yard
3rd
line.
and 17. Now Stroud. That one out wide for Marks. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to gain. No first down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down. On now the punt team, and this one's on its way. This is taken at his own 30. Whoa. Past the 45. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff, running left. This is Cook. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
On the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard
Here's a 2nd
line.
and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Allen. In trouble, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Allen. He tries to get that one down the field, but it is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays, and frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
They'll send out the punt team, and the kick's away. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. Texans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And time again, Greg, the yards on the ground have been very difficult to come by.
Yeah, and it really goes against conventional wisdom, Mike. You hear so often everyone talk about you run the ball to open up the pass, and really that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes when you're having trouble on the ground, the best way to open things up underneath is by passing the ball, and that could be a variety of ways. Throwing it downfield, screen passes, swing passes. Just get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and open things up.
Brings up second.
Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. Schultz, the motion man. On 2nd down, Stroud. That one caught by Schultz, the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard
Stroud
line.
going to set up to throw. He's back to Schultz. He's got it again. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Stroud. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
A 2-yard loss.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
That's going to be caught. And that one's going to be shut down. They are short of the line to be. No 1st down, and the punt team will come on here on 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt. That's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Allen. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield. 2nd and long coming up. From the gun, Josh Allen. Oh, a teardrop throw there off his back foot. It's complete. And he's got another one. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. Extra point try by Bats. His kick is good. And the Bills will add one more onto their big lead.
Texans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Out come the Texans. You get a look at Nick Cowley, their offensive coordinator. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. His guys trailing here in the 2nd half, so every drive's important now as they try to mount the comeback. Greg Russo starting the season with a bang. His 2nd sack in the season opener.
Just simply more of the same, and you're just not going to have a lot of success, Mike, when you're constantly starting drives with 2nd and long, 3rd and long. It's just not a good way to play offense in the NFL, and here we go again.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Stroud to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
At the 49-yard line.
On the carry, it's Cook. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Play action now, and here's Allen. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Texans offense ready for this next possession. Great first weekend of football underway around the NFL. This day, so many of us look forward to more good stuff ahead later tonight. Cowboys and the Giants. We've seen that often on week 1. It always delivers that divisional rivalry. John Harbaugh's Giants debut. 8:20 Eastern for that, and then another division game tomorrow night. Denver at KC. Remember, the Broncos snapped the Chiefs' 9-straight-year run of winning the AFC West title. They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd down at the 9-yard line.
To throw is Stroud. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2.
Down and 2.
Back to throw. Stroud. And Oliver. What a start to the season. His 3rd sack here in week 1. We're about ready now for the punt. That's taken on this side of midfield. Oh, yeah. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. And he is buried in the backfield. Loss of a couple. Here's a 2nd and 12. From the gun, throw here for Allen. Oh, falling away, what a throw. He drops it in there. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll run with Cook, and a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Now Allen. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Dalton Kincaid, touchdown Buffalo. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills add on to their already sizable lead.
56, Texans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. Well, Greg, this is going to take a lot of self-reflection here. You build up so much for the season opener. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on first down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
Greg Russo, he gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Carry now for Marks. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest, and while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
It is a big run by Cook, 31 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The 4th quarter begins with a run by Cook, and he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
This is caught at the 2. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group.
And he's into the end zone yet again. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
To kick off for Buffalo.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3, and he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. The Texans coming back out. Why don't we take a look at their upcoming schedule for the next few weeks? They're going to be home for Cincinnati, then they go to Indianapolis, and then they'll be back home to take on the Cowboys. And This offensive line just has no answers right now. That's another sack. Ed Oliver, he gets in to register his squad's 10th sack of this one. Throwing on second down. Stroud. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third down.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Wishnowski in there to punt. Kick is away. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a very nice return. He is giving the offense a short field. The Bills set to go on offense here. Let's take a look at their upcoming schedule. They're going to be home for the Lions, home again for the Chargers, and then it'll be a third straight home game, something you don't see too often, but they will absolutely take. On play action, Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here is Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
A gain of 22 yards.
Great game here in week one. He's trying to see this through to the end, and that's an important first down. A carry for Cook. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
On the tackle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Texans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Stroud, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Brings up third down.
3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield.
The Bills take over.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And they have done all you could ask for. Closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
He's across midfield to the
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 4. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Allen going to give this to Davis. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Bills ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. They'll go again with Davis. Good running inside the 25. And he'll take this one in. Ray Davis. Touchdown Buffalo. That his second touchdown now here in the season opener. And this impressive Week 1 performance continues as they add yet another touchdown.
I just can't stress how impressive this performance has been today, Mike. I mean, not only on Week 1 to find yourself on the road, but to really dominate and have the efficiency early in the season offensively. And you could tell they were prepared coming into the start of this season, and boy, they showed it.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Texans offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
He'll go again with Marks. And he'll look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard. It is third and 10.
It's now third and 10.
Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. That's another sack. Greg Rousseau. He gets in to drop him. A familiar refrain in this game. That is 12 sacks for the team. He's to the 45. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And, Greg, they have had their way right from the start in this season opener. You get that sometimes. You don't know what Week 1's going to bring, but this is going to be awfully satisfying.
Oh, there's no question. It gives such value to all the work that you did all offseason. And all the way back in OTAs in the spring and then through the dog days of training camp. Everyone wants to start the season strong. You're 0-0. Everyone in the league has Super Bowl aspirations. Every fan base thinks it's their year. And then to come out and to deliver, especially on the offensive side of the ball, it's really the ideal way to set up the rest of your season and try to stay on track.
As the challenge flag is out, and this last play will be reviewed.
Previous play is under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So, a good challenge there. The look was conclusive. The feet were in, and this will be ruled a complete pass. Pass is kicked is good. And the Bills Colts will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The
Texans offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, Stroud. This ball batted away. That's incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and backs the ball away.
And some good blocking, springing him. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Dell, the motion man. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he will have the 1st down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Schultz, the motion man. On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Terrell Bernard. He gets in for the sack. It's getting silly now. A Baker's dozen, 13 sacks for his guys in this game. A 2nd down throw for Stroud.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
He was covered by Terrell Bernard.
Here comes a return. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
2nd and 3.
On the ground once more, it's Davis. Yeah. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Buffalo. They'll run. It's Ty Johnson. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Davis. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
A gain of 10 yards.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. going to be third. They need one. Now, a give to Davis. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And make it a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been in front.
Score, Bills 91, Texans 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Marks. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
So a road win here for the Bills. They get the job done here in Houston and now set their sights on a short week, but an exciting one. Thursday night, the opening of the new Highmark Stadium as they get set to face the Detroit Lions. And that'll do it for my part.
On the visitor's sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, came out on top in their opener, so they'll try to make it to 2-0 to start the new year. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. There's a nice move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Buffalo offense set to take the field, and they always like their chances when Josh Allen is the one taking the snaps.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1. With 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That's actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it, right out of the gate?
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. They run again on first down. Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Allen now looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. You talk about this Lions defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
I loved our discussion this week. You know, we had our weekly phone call to talk about our game coming up, and we had to reflect on the fact that he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award last week, yet his team lost. You don't see that very often.
No, I know a lot of people dislike that, but when you look at the numbers across the conference from last week, he was clearly the best. So I say the award goes to him, and it did.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. He was so good, they just couldn't ignore him.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Lions nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions go back to work as you get a peek at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. His guys trail here in this first half. And now they'll focus on trying to get some points on this upcoming drive. And that is incomplete. When you look at this Buffalo defense, it's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Normally you want teams to gel late in the season, but this unit, they've been terrific right from the word go. Came in as the #1 rated unit.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Allen now on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Josh Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
At the 30-yard line.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, Don't jump early and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Gone. Another completion here to Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They run right side with Hunt. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here's Goff. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Shakir holds it in. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, 61 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this 1st half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the 1st as another kickoff is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out now come the Lions. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
That pass completed to Dortch. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Davis now to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Shump fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Davis. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Lions nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So plenty of fireworks here early. 35-0 now as the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Returnable here for Davis. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good blocking there and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Stephon Diggs. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Again, it's Cook. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
This will be just a 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Out of the gun. Gone. A hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. There's Goff. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. It's taken to the 26. Now they can't bring him down. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well.
143 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. Shoves him aside. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this 1st half. Bass on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this 1st half. That time a 6-play drive. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Detroit getting set to go now.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is gone.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Now it's gone. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
to the air again. Goff.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Landon Jackson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That's taken on the 25. Pushes past him.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
On play action, Allen.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
On the return, Dortch.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over. Looking to put a drive together. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Throwing now is Allen. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
First down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
It's now
on 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
For the Lions.
This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Ray Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over.
The Lions offense set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Landon Jackson able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Allen off the play fake. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Allen now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
Lions nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Bates. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Bills 1st down. Davis
will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and goal from the 1. Allen taking it himself. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Allen now on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills are pouring it on. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Landon Jackson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, an ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
A final shot before break. Fox. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half. Send it back out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Off the play fake, Fox. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Maxwell Hairston on the coverage.
Back to throw again. To the sideline and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here comes the Lions punter now. In punt formation, but as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Allen. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore, 56 yards. And the Bills just continue to roll. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. Pressure comes and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Another completion here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills extend their lead yet again. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Working to put a drive together. In motion is Dortch. Throwing to start the drive. Fox. That pass completed to Dortch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Off the bootleg. Fox swings this out for Hunt. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
Gregory Rousseau. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Lions nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. Here comes the Lions punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bills have got it on cruise control. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fox, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. He'll take it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Bills are pouring it on.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, wow, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
Pass on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And he returns this to the 22.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Fox. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Now this is picked up by the Bills. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are
and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 14 yards. And the Bills take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Detroit's offense ready to take over.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Landon Jackson, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. From the gun on third down, Fox. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of you. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills just continue to roll. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Operating from the gun, Fox. And that went to the right side and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Option play. Here's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
No
play.
gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bills are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's Bass now to send it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Fox. To the left side, he finds Tesla. That's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27.
In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 4. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Bishop on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Fox. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Landon Jackson in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Let's go now. You. Rapolini.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 21-yard line.
Here's Cook again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
On the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
To kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Lions.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it a second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Third down. 3rd and 12.
From the gun on third down. Fox. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Bills take over first.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
They go again with Davis. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
11. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this a little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs. That's pretty good.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Ray Davis taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Back at the 18-yard line.
Second and long. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside give to Davis. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ray Davis. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 22-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Fox. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Landon Jackson in there for the 7th time in this game alone. And that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
To throw, it's Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit, but as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Allen to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Charles are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
DJ Reed there defensively.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the
7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
For the Bills field goal, a 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Bradley Chubb bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Fox. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now look at the big man rumble. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over first.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback